In 1994, mysterious transparent blobs started falling from the sky in this town, Oakville, Washington.
Just like Jello, separates very clear.
According to local authorities, they said these blobs were moving and pulsating.
I can't imagine for the life of me what this is.
And it gets even stranger. When scientists did tests on these blobs,
they were biological material.
And they found cells from all types of different creatures, as well as human cells. People in the area then started getting strange diseases.
And animals like cats and dogs ended up getting sick and dying.
So today, I'm gonna try my absolute best to figure out what the stuff was and what exactly happened here. It doesn't sound real, bro. White sticky stuff rains from the sky. The worst part about all of this is they never figured out what it was. Or my theory, off the bat, I think they did figure out. I think it's the government. I think the government did some experiment and then they're like, oh, we can't let people know we did this experiment. Apparently some guy has this blob. I'm gonna call it goop. This guy has this goop in a jar. I think he got something else in that jar, dude. I've heard about this one before. Apparently in like 1994, there were some blobs that rained down here. Do you know anything about it or know anybody that does that would be good to talk to? You guys know anybody who's lived here like during that?
My husband was.
Would he want to talk on camera? Or?
Oh no.
Maybe someone inside?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Would you happen to know anything about a blobs that fell in the sky here?
I was not alive. I have heard about it. I don't
Oh, you
know.
have?
I don't know much about it. I just know that it was a big topic in school when I was in like middle
Really?
school because we were like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
Did you live here at the time?
Yeah. They had all the globs. They were about the size of your finger mostly. You know, if you took one of those jelly beans and you sucked off all the coloring and
That's what it would
That's what it
look
looked like. It looked just like,
Interesting.
yeah.
I heard people were like getting sick from it and stuff.
Yeah,
Was
I
that
know.
true or not?
I don't know.
What do you think it was? If you had to give us your best guess.
My guess is that it was some sort of a military dropping
Yeah.
of some sort.
Do you know anyone else that would be like good to talk to or know anything?
Harry over at the store over there, he's the owner. It was sticky. I touched it.
You didn't get any weird diseases or anything? I mean, you're still saying no third arm or anything?
That's gonna be the globs, bro. This.
It was honey buns.
Honey buns
Stop.
heated up to like 100 degrees. So that shit turned into globs and the people just throwing it at everybody.
It was known as the Great Honey Bun War of 1994. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's not.
Were you here at the time?
Yes.
So you saw them?
No.
Oh, you didn't see them?
No.
You just heard about it?
I heard.
Interesting.
The person who knows about this, I think she passed away.
Yeah, I don't remember that much.
So you personally never saw any?
I never saw any.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Did you hear about people getting sick from it or anything? We're trying to
I
figure out if
read
that's like
about,
true or.
I read about that. And
Do you have any theories of yourself? Any idea what it was?
I remember somebody thinking it was a piece of jellyfish. They also said it had white blood cells in it too, they said.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like, I mean.
It's hard to know.
I've heard different things. I don't know how much was true, but
Yeah.
some of it had been sent in to a lab to look at, and then it disappeared. No one knew what happened to it.
We got some information and possibly even a theory, but nothing close to figuring out what these blobs were. So we headed over to the local library to figure out more. Dude, this is such a vibe. Look at the sign against that tree, dude, and it's foggy.
Yeah.
Tell me this is not a vibe,
That's
bro.
very demure.
I'm pretty sure that every library has documented the entire history of the town. I feel like this is the best next step. Then there's a few other places we're gonna go to that either tested the blobs or hopefully there's some people there that know more. Do you guys have like information on that or?
We do.
That's it? Thank you so much. Oakville blobs. The Oakville goop. Blobs fall from the sky. Kitten dies. Damn, a kitten died. He got hit by the glob. Nah, dude, the kitten died from the goop, dude. That's actually pretty sad.
After Dottie Hearn touched the stuff, she had to go to the hospital, and her kitty died.
Twice in the past 2 weeks, it has rained small, clear blobs of gelatinous goo. The blobs are about half-size grain of rice. Oh, that's way smaller than I thought. Half the size of a grain of rice? First, I was thinking this.
Yeah.
Then that guy said jelly beans. So I was thinking like this, but half of the size of a grain of rice. Oh, look, picture. Wait, that's way more than a rice-sized. Dude, it's hard to know what's true because this article says leaving dozens of local residents ill and several pets and small animals dead. Here's some resident testimonies. Maris Gabio. I got sick, my wife got sick, my daughter got sick, everybody that lived here got sick, Beverly Roberts, everyone in the whole town came down with something like the flu, a really hard flu that lasted from 7 weeks to 2 or 3 months. Officer David Lacey was on patrol with a civilian friend at 3 a.m. We turned our windshield wipers on and it just started smearing to the point where we could almost not see. We looked at each other and we said, gee, this isn't right. Gee, this isn't right. Officer Lacey pulled into a gas station to de-goo his windshield. By mid-afternoon, Officer Lacey had inexplicably taken ill. Local resident Dottie Hearn was equally baffled. By the time she stepped out that morning, the storm had ended, but there were blobs everywhere. It looked like hail laying on top of the wood and everywhere else, so I just went over and I touched it. Dude, if this happened while we were here, bro, oh my gosh, we would be idiots, bro. I'd be touching it,
Drinking it.
I'd be tasting it,
Putting it in your steak, bro.
dude, season it, putting it on stuff. After the blob shower on August 7th, Hearn went to the hospital, McCleary, suffering from dizziness and nausea. Okay, so this seems to be kind of true that people were getting sick from it. Dr. David Little, who treated Barcliffe's mother, said he doubted that the Hearn's illness was connected to the strange blobs, but he agreed to have the lab take the stuff away. They put it under a microscope and found human white cells in it. Found human white blood cells, human white blood cells, human white blood cells, human white blood cells. So, okay, so that is true. That's funny, they do call it goop here. It literally says mysterious goop. Can you imagine walking, minding your own business, and then boom, goop gets all over you and you have absolutely no protection?
I completely missed.
You might be worried, but a guy like me, I'm not, because I have Morgan & Morgan. If you're in an accident or injured, you shouldn't be scared because you should know how to protect your rights. And you shouldn't be worried about crazy fees that all these places charge, because with Morgan & Morgan, it's absolutely free unless you win. Which, by the way, if you're seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions. And they don't just settle for lowball offers. In the past few months, they got verdicts of $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer, and $6.8 million in New York, 25 times the highest insurance offer. All law firms are not the same. There's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is so big. It's because they're the best. Did you know you can start a claim with America's largest injury firm with just a click? You can start a claim now with Morgan & Morgan at www.forthepeople.com/GroovyGavin or just click the link in the description. After a massive amount of articles later, we finally got to the theories on what the blobs were. The FAA investigator asked the military if they had any flights over the area that might explain blobs. This is where the jellyfish theory came into play. The U.S. Air Force was testing bombs around 40 miles from Oakville in the ocean, and people think the bombs were so big that they blew jellyfish into the sky high, and that's what rained down. They also found a bunch of dead crabs along the shoreline, as well as jellyfish or clear gel on the shoreline. But that was on the shoreline, which was like 10 miles out from the bomb. 40 miles. It might be concentrated fluid waste from an airplane toilet, which would explain the presence of human cells as well as illness. The kitten, he said, had been hurt by ingesting the antifreeze. After these two theories, we got to possibly our best theory and lead yet. Tim Davis, microbiologist at Amtest Labs. Okay, Amtest Labs, we gotta see if we can go there. I saw what I think was a eukaryotic cell, which basically a cell that has a defined nucleus and is present in most animals. Translation, the goo was alive. The finger of suspicion was pointed directly at the military. The Air Force denies any knowledge of the substance or any involvement in creating and dispersing it. There's testing done all over this place. At present, it is impossible to say what this goo was or where it came from. Unfortunately, all samples of the substance are gone, making it further study impossible. Dude, this is actually getting significantly weirder. Dude, I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing when it was like, mysterious blobs fall from the sky, kitten dies. Like, it's like, that could have been anything. Just one kitten died? Like, that's not that extreme. No, Miss Pearls. Miss Pearls, no, don't eat the White sticky stuff! No, Miss Pearls! No! To figure out which one of these theories were true, we first had to get more information from the locations we read about, and we had 3 of those. First, the police station. According to the articles, the first people to notice the blobs were the police. Next, the hospital, where patients apparently came in with diseases from the goop, and then finally, by far our best chance to figure out what this was, the lab that the goop was sent to. We first went to the police station, which unfortunately we didn't record because we got there and it just didn't exist anymore. It was other buildings, which is kind of weird. The next lead takes us to the nearest hospital. We came here because multiple of the people that got sick from the goop apparently came here. So I'm hoping we can ask some people here. Maybe they know about it. Maybe they know about the patients. Maybe there was no patients ever and it's all a big lie. A video documentary about, I don't know if you guys know about in Oakville, Washington, the blobs that fell down in 1994. We're trying to see if you guys actually had people come here from that, if that like actually happened.
We weren't open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know which hospital it was? Because there's not one in Oakville.
No, there's not one in Oakville. We used to have a hospital in McClary, Mark Reed at the time, but it's shut down.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't open until 2012.
Okay. Wait a minute. The sheriff station closed. The hospital closed. There is literally no evidence of this shit happening. And then all the evidence, gone. All the goop, gone. Do you hear those sirens? They're coming for us, dude. The government. I feel like every one of these videos I filmed, the government is getting closer and closer to me, bro. We had 2 very odd dead ends with absolutely no evidence that this ever even happened. But if there was absolutely anywhere that would have the blobs and know what happened, it would be the lab it was sent to. AM Test Laboratories. Something's awry here. We're almost at the labs. Do you smell that? It's a mystery, I smell. Yeah, that smells very gooey and sticky. Once I get my hands on who did this, I'll strangle them like that goop strangled Miss Pearl in her final hours. This is what it's all come to. I'm actually so pumped to go in here. I don't know, should I go with like the bad cop? Like, where the hell is the goop? Yeah, maybe not. Hello guys. Got a bit of a weird question for you. I'm making a video documentary about the Oakville Blobs. If you guys know anything about that?
I know about them, but we don't have any affiliation with any of them.
None at all?
Literally none.
Do you know any labs or anything that would or did?
No. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay,
we don't
but nothing?
anything.
I'm gonna crush it.
They're lying.
He was a little too quick with that answer.
Say anything?
Dude, I think he 100% knows. I think they're not. I genuinely think they're not allowed to say. This might be the conspiracy side of me, but I think he 100% knows. He said they have no affiliation. That's like a weird answer. Damn, bro. We just drove 2 hours for nothing. Look at that beautiful mountain, though. I guess that's something. You know, maybe this is like one of those things where it's like, look at the beauties of life, not the information you can't, not the goals you fail to achieve. Just enjoy the journey or something like that. But no, I won't rest until I have some sort of answer. I don't know where to go from here. Yes, Donald Trump.
Oh, I didn't know you liked that.
Yeah, type shit, some light shit. Where the is the goop? This white monster is calling to me like the mask from Green Goblin. It's like saying shit in my head, like, go back in there, take all their samples. We were 3 for 3 at dead ends, but I think I have an idea. I think I know what happened. First, the jellyfish theory. There's absolutely no way jellyfish flew 50 miles from the ocean, and other cities would have experienced this. The blobs also contain human digestive system cells as well as other creature cells, so that makes it impossible. But maybe that means it was the human waste theory. But that doesn't line up either, because it happened twice, and apparently it covered 20 miles of land. And I believe there were other cells other than just the human digestive one. So that just doesn't make any sense. So this takes us to the military theory. It's this, guys. The military was doing something. I don't know, unfortunately, but the sheriff's office, which were the first people to notice it, doesn't exist. The hospital with all the documents doesn't exist. Documents disappeared.
Of military aircraft flying over the home prior to this happening.
So I think it was very similar to the New Jersey drone situation. It just ended up being the government. That's the only people that could really hide it. But what do you guys think? Go buy my merch, link in the description. Goth Girls, Skinwalkers, Ghost Edgers. It's the best merch on the market. I'm trying to get to 10 million subscribers. Subscribe, join the Groovy Cult, join my Discord, link in description, and send me some more mysteries I should solve. This one was so fun. I love you guys. Peace.